Hey guys, Professor Bill, Comic Book University, and Cable, issue number 1. I'm going to give you a little heads up. Apparently there was a reroute in the downtown Toronto airport, so every single plane is flying over top of my home right now. I'm not going to keep redoing this review. On top of that, guys, I'm not giving a very favorable review to this comic. Now, anybody who's following me, I think you know that I have been looking forward to Cable issue number 1 for a long time. I paid well above retail for the Cable toy that I got sitting on my shelf, and I wanted so bad for this comic to be good, and this is one of the problems with getting your hopes up, because this comic was not good. This comic literally went nowhere. Basically, Cable shows up in the Wild Wild West back in, like the Wild West times, and there's these guys who you expect it. They've got futuristic weapons. I don't think there's a single person anywhere in the world who picked up this comic and didn't expect these guys to have futuristic weapons. Just the way that they set it up. Duh. Obviously, they had futuristic guns. Well, Cable makes short work of them, beats the guys up, strings one of them up, gets some information in the lamest of ways, tortures the guy the way you expect them to torture him in the first place, takes him out, and you see that there's a crop circle actually burned into some rock off in the distance. Yeah, a crop circle. I saw that and I thought, okay, we're really going to do a crop circle story. The last good crop circle story that I've ever seen was called Signs by M. Night Shyamalan, and his career completely fell off after that. The Village was okay, but and obviously Split. He's coming back, but is that what it's going to take for Cable to be good again? We've got to go through the downfall of Shyamalan and have it the happening and stuff like that. Like, after that, he does his little body slide. He goes back into feudal Japan, and these guys have futuristic weapons. They have swords made out of fire, and actually it looks more like a digital fire, which is kind of cool. I don't have a problem with that at all. I like the art in that particular rendering at the very least. But yeah, they show up with all of a sudden more guys, and they start shooting arrows at Cable, and Cable goes down. And apparently he's dead now. He got hit by the swords, and he's jacked up, so he might be dead. And you know what? I think that this comic is kind of DOA. It's kind of dead on arrival, because, yeah, if you actually need to tell a story that one issue isn't going to really get you into the story, maybe you should consider making a double-sized story. Honestly, I'd have rather paid a little more for this comic for it to be double-sized and actually be able to go someplace and explain what's going on. Guys, this was a horrible issue number 1, especially for a character like Cable. Come on. I'm giving this a D-. And honestly, I should actually get a no prize and several phone calls and letters from Marvel saying thank you for being so generous. I'm actually really disappointed in this. I looked forward to this so much, and just be let down. So it wasn't even being let down. Getting let down sounds like you got, slid down a mountain on a rope. No, I got kicked off violently and then shot the entire way as I'm falling and screaming for my life, hitting on a tiger trap full of spikes with urine and feces on them. This sucked. This comic actually sucked, and it infuriates me to have to be able to say something like that. And literally, the only recourse that I have, the only light in my future that I could say about this particular horrific review for what should have been a spectacular comic, guys, is the idea that there are a few people who are, my followers on here who actually say, I buy and don't buy comics based on your review. And that the only good part about this review that makes me happy is that I might actually save some people some money on this, because this comic went nowhere. We don't know who the main bad guy is. This isn't even like, back in the first 5 issues of the original X Factor run where you see Apocalypse hiding in the shadows and, he promises to be something cool and turned out to be even cooler than they expected him to be. No, we don't even get some guy in the shadows. We have no idea what's going on. We have crop circles. That's what we have. Crop circles. And I'm calling it crap circles because this sucks. Anyway, guys, sorry. Best I can do. Professor Bell, Comic Book University, class dismissed.